Hey everybody, if you're here, welcome to my YouTube channel, the JustLaugh channel. If you're here from the Callego Society, welcome. Or if you just had gone to Evolving Out Loud and you haven't joined the group yet, welcome too. This is going to be, as per the title, my post Evolving Out Loud blog, an event that happened in Los Angeles, California, February. See, that happened in the moment, and I messed up, and I'm just going with it. February 21st through the 23rd, in just fucking beautiful Los Angeles, California, and everything I thought it was going to be and more. And I definitely am needing to move there soon. But so let's start with my feedback and what happened. First of all, wow, probably one of the best spent weekend in my life. One of the most emotional times, feeling times in my life. I say that because I've had some really tragic things happen in the past that I was more emotional at in a more negative level. But as far as positive, more emotional. But before I do all that too, I just want to thank everybody. First of all, I want to thank everybody who went. The energy in the room and the positivity and the fact that everybody was just at the end. Everybody was there for everybody else. Nobody was there like, can you help me out with my problems? My mother kind of yells at me and I need to get in the... No. It wasn't any of that. It was just like everybody was like, everybody was there and there to connect, and everybody was present for everybody else. And the amount of giving, the amount of listening, the amount of just absolute beauty. And coming from me, my whole life I've fought emotions, and as a guy, you have this level, this guidelines for masculinity, and you have to absolutely meet those guidelines in what society thinks you should be doing. So I'm not, I'm an emotional person at my core, very empathetic, but I don't show it that much. And God, I was on so many speeches that people gave, on so many speeches that the speakers gave, including Zuzana Novak. I don't remember exactly what her profession is, along with Michael at the end, and for the life of me, I can't remember his last name, but I was on the verge of tears. There were moments in it that were just so beautiful, so true, and so black and white. They weren't just like, and then they were just like, and this happened to me, and this happened to me, and so I just want to thank all the speakers, all the people who showed up, and are continuing to show up now. But just thank everybody. Thank Kyle, by the way. I didn't get to say everything that I wanted to say to him, just because obviously he had 150, 200 people coming up to him, after the event was over, and just to tell him thank you and say what they wanted to say to him. So I only talked to him for about 5 to 7 minutes, but and I get to say everything that I wanted to. But Kyle, in case you're watching this video, first of all, I just want to say thank you. And I could almost tell that you thought that I would be very inhibited to give you a hug, and and just being a guy of just like, thank you very much. And I just went to give him a hug, and he was just like, oh yeah, totally. And this is gonna sound so just kind of far out there, even though there was a lot of far out kind of speech within the event. When I hugged him, it was like he was hugging me. It wasn't like, oh, I'm glad. Yeah. It was like, I felt his energy, I felt his love, and I felt his genuine caring for who I am as a person, my goals, my emotions, who I am as a person. I felt that in hugging him. And I've met a lot of comedians. I've met, some actors, big and small. I've met powerful businessmen. I've met people who are on the verge of becoming great. so many people who are like that, just kind of like, yeah, like they're gonna say hi to you, or they're gonna hug you or shake your hand because it's gonna get them to a higher place in life. It's gonna get them more money or more accolades. Oh, more fans, yes. But when I hugged him, it was like he actually gave a shit, and it was like hugging. It honestly was like hugging, my brother, or my mom or my dad, or something like that. It was just genuine love, and this person that I had met for the first time, who was just the love was just beaming from him. And man, before I was like, he's a funny guy, but I'm like, wow, what a loving person, like just what an amazing person. So I just want to thank Kyle, and he felt the emotion in the room, so I don't need to tell him that, but what a just amazing person. And if I ever become half the comedian / entertainer / person that he is, that's tops. That's amazing, because he's just a genuine, beautiful person. I also want to thank the two people that I roomed with, Natalie and Chris. These two people that never met me before, didn't know who I was, and said, oh, you need someplace to stay? Yeah, you can stay in our room in the West End, which, by the way, was a fucking ridiculous, like, back east here, like, the lobby, if anybody who went, the size of that lobby is like the size of the entire hotel if you were to flip it on its side. Like, that thing was ridiculous. Wow. But I want to thank them. I want to thank anybody that I Claygoed with, Mark, and then Chris, and people I talked to, and everybody, just everybody. It's funny. I spent 4 years in college. I went to college upstate here, University of Buffalo, and if you put my college experience all together, it was probably about 30 plus months. And I gained more friends and more connections and shared more emotions and more love with the people at this event than I did in 30 plus months of going to college. Bar none. That's it. That's like for sure. The people that I met there, just the one story that I heard of the one girl, she went up on stage and she's like, she had to sell her electric guitar, and because she just needed money, and whoever she was Claygoing with was like, oh, you need a guitar? I have a bunch of them. I'll just send you one. Some of the people that I've known from college, from life, from high school, whatever, would never even think, never even come into their mind of being that generous. Fucking people were doing that, left and right. Just unbelievable people. And God, the speakers, I mean, wow. Every person that went on that stage, and by the way, I didn't end up going on stage. It was a combination of Gary just being like, bah, 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 bah. You can't, because what if you cough, and then people are gonna be like, you suck. So it was a combination of that, and a combination of, wow, these people who are going on stage and revealing these amazing moments about times they had cancer, or times that they were almost broke, or whatever. I felt like it was more of an impact of transformation on them, rather than I'm just some guy who wants to be a comedian and an emotional person and wants to make breakthroughs in other parts of his life, but their purpose and what they are going through is going to be more impactful to the people there on stage. And but there you go again, Gary. You gotta do this. Well, fuck you. So, but yeah, I just want to thank everybody who went. I don't care if you were one of the tech crew, if you were, a person that went to the event, a speaker. Everybody who went was just extraordinary, absolutely extraordinary. And if I ever get the chance for any of you to give back, whether that be monetarily, whether that be creatively, whether that be, emotionally, in a supportive manner, whatever I can do for anybody who went. I would love to be able to provide anything. But so, as far as feedback, amazing. It was, I spent maybe $500-600 on the entire trip. It was honestly a bit of a bargain for never having gone to California, but I would have spent $2,000-3,000-4,000 easy on that weekend. It was just amazing. The people are amazing. I honestly feel like I gained, I don't know if this is the exact number, but I honestly feel like I gained 199 family members. People are just extraordinary people. If you went and I met you, just know that not only do I have your back in every aspect of your life, and if you ever need anything, please do not hesitate to hit me up. But who you are in my life is family, and that's it, family. And I am not only going to work my ass off because of the fact that so many of the things that people have gone through that they revealed at the event are just the fact that they rose above some of those things are tremendous. And I think, how selfish am I that I'm a young adult with great health. I eat 3 meals a day, and am able to live free. But not only that, to be able to give back to all you guys and everybody and be able to contribute something bigger than me. That's one thing that Kyle taught me is, before I was like, I need to become the greatest comedian alive and, a great actor because I want to be rich, I want to be famous, and I want money and all that stuff. But it's so much more than that. It's about giving people laughter and giving people, which I know I'm not being very funny on this at all, but I wanted to take, one video in 10 or 15 minutes to be able to be serious before I'm like, oh, wagon drive. So, but what a meaningful, I honestly feel like if you weren't there, you'll never be able to understand what being in that room was like. It was electricity. It was just amazing. I will carry it till the day I fucking die. Just amazing. And again, Kyle, he's following his purpose, and just what a beautiful human being. And you can just see his generosity, or not generosity, you can see the genuine nature of himself, but just by looking in his eyes and just realizing, like, he doesn't give a fuck about money. He doesn't give a fuck about, at a certain extent, everybody cares about money, but he doesn't care about it in the way that I need it so that I can go buy a new car. He doesn't care about that. He doesn't care about, if you need him for an extra 15 minutes to explain why, for instance, that $9,000 2-day sort of workshop that he's going to have at his place in Calabasas. I believe that's what the place is called. If you need extra 15 minutes to talk to him about it, he's not going to care. He's just there to help, and he's there to give. And that's another thing that I learned from this event. Is giving is so much more important than receiving. I had 3 different situations where with 3 different people who their names are Natalie, Tony, and Chris. If you met them at the event, then you know who they are. But there are 3 people that I met through going to this event. 2 people I stayed with, and in one situation, we went to the Laugh Factory, this famous comedy club that was a mecca for me. I thought, if I can get there before age 25, and if I can experience this place and just be in that room, wow. It's honestly this place that I've dreamt of. I've literally had dreams of being at the Laugh Factory, and I got to go. And it was a true 2-drink minimum. It can be, obviously it's a comedy club, so they charge drinks. And the bills came over, and before I could even grab it, I looked over for a second to watch the comedians, and before I could look back, Natalie had paid for all our drinks, just like that. No, that's fine. I'll pay for them. Then another one night we went to this place called the Rainbow Room, and this guy Chris, another just beautiful person. We ordered a bunch of food, got pizza and stuff like that. Just threw down, or no, that was Tony. Threw down. I got this. Don't worry about it. We also went to Denny's. Don't worry about it. Then we went to this restaurant. I can't remember what it was the last night before I left LA. Chris just threw down a 50. Yep. You guys just take care of the tip. And there's so many people in my life, so many, that would never even think of doing that. This is my 50. That's almost a half day's of pay for me. No. We'll split it. No. Well, it's okay. Okay, you owe 15, you owe 15. And these people, 3 different times. Just, there you go. Which, by the way, I'm I'm returning the whatever, in whatever way I can. I'm going to be returning that favor to all of you. But just absolutely just extraordinary giving. And I'm closer with some of these people, all of you, but to some of these people, I'm closer to them than I am to family members, to friends that I've had for on and off for years. And it's just amazing. It's absolutely amazing. And my life will be forever changed by this event in so many ways. I need to be a comedian, and not to get laughter and get money and get fame, but to give it. And I owe all that to you guys. I owe all that to Kyle. And it's just beautiful. Everybody who went, you're just fucking amazing. You're all amazing people. And if you knew where I was coming from, if you knew the kind of guy that I was before, not necessarily a bad guy at all, but just sort of tense, sometimes, hiding my emotional side and hiding all that, you'll understand that this event has brought me so far from where I was. And God, I'm just going to live life in such a better way, and in the moment, and in my purpose, and help and give and not receive. And if I do receive, give right back. And I just feel like I'm going to become great, and a lot of it is going to be due to this event. And I can't thank everybody enough. It was just amazing. This was amazing. And I love you all, and I hope the best for everybody. And if you need anything, I'm going to probably put my contact information at the below of this video. Right under my chin, my amazing jawline. But please stay in contact if you need anything, or if you would be in need of some laughs, or any video editing. I'm not an expert at it, but I did do it in college, studied it a little bit, and have worked with it in the last year, editing, any straight line editing, whether it be Sony Vegas or Premiere or Final Cut, or you just want to know how to set up a camera, please just hit me up. But if you need anything, please just let me know. And I'm really looking forward to this, everybody being a family, and the Calago Society, that growing. But I can't thank everybody enough. I'll probably make another video soon, talk maybe a little bit about anything that I forgot. But this was my post-video blog about Evolving Out Loud, and I'm definitely going to the next one, so I'll see you guys hopefully in 5 or 6 months, and I'll stay in contact with everybody. And I mean this when I say, like, I love all of you, and I'm going to become successful because of this, and thank you so much. So that's it at this end of this about 20-minute video. If you guys have any questions, any comments, or you just want to reach out to me, please feel free on Facebook or YouTube or Twitter or anything. And I'll put that information in the link or in the description below. So thank you guys. I love you guys. I love everybody. And I will see you guys soon.